So this first thing, the first rule, to really create a simple life. That's the point of morality. We create a simple life, a life with no conflict, a life with no stress, a life with no too much running and burning. In our situation, we're all householders. We're not living as a monk in some cave, in some forest, right? We're living as a normal life. We have jobs, we have families, we have children to take care of, friends to visit, and so forth. So there's a whole lot of involvement. So we want to see, where can we create space for meditation? Where can I create some space? Where can I find some room that I can sit down and cultivate the mind? We're all sitting here, we're human beings, and we have a specific power. You could have someone coming knocking at your door one day and saying, you have 20 tons of gold in your backyard. It's buried in your backyard. You'd be happy, right? You'd be feeling, wow, 20 tons of gold in my backyard. That's amazing. What would be logically your next step? What would you do?
Dig it up.
Dig it up, right? Immediately, right? Let's think you're in this house for a limited time and the landlord can kick you out at any time. Whenever he feels funny, he just kicks you out. So even the more reason to start now, right? To get even a little bit of the gold. Will the digging be pleasant? Because you know you're in it, you're looking for gold, right? That kind of makes it bearable. You have some faith, you have something to look forward to, right? Here's a goal. Just only digging, not so pleasant. But the digging is hard work nonetheless. It's not so easy to dig. But without it, you don't get the gold either. So there are three types of people in a normal life. There are the first ones. They hear that you have 20 tons of gold in your backyard, and they tell the person, hey, you're crazy, just get off. And sooner or later, they're kicked out of the house, and now they're empty-handed. Now they start maybe considering, it's like, maybe this guy has been right. Maybe there were 20 tons of gold, but it's too late. They're out. Then there's a second type of person that hears, I have 20 tons of gold in my backyard, fantastic. I have to post that on Facebook. And they go and post it, and tell all their friends about it. Have you heard? I have 20 tons of gold in my backyard. We should go and dig it out soon, and then we can party about it. And they're really happy about it. And the time passes very fast, and all of a sudden, the landlord kicks them out. All they did was talk about it and maybe pretend, maybe they made some photos with a shovel, like in Facebook, yeah, I'm going to dig it out very soon, Who knows? But there is no real substance in their hands when they actually have to leave. And then, as you guess, the third type of person is the one who directly gets the shovel and starts to dig. No posting, no talking, no whatever. They just dig. Day and night. They put in all their effort, all their sweat and blood. And they get to the goal. Guess how they feel when their shovel hits the first hard spot. Very excited. And they start to brush away the dirt. And they see there's something shimmering. Now they know for sure there is gold. And the more they dig out, they see there's this huge area of gold. It's fantastic. And they start digging out, putting it all in their bank. And as well, they are kicked out as well. But they have something. They're not empty-handed. Our life is the same. Our life is like that house. You do, in fact, have 20 tons of gold in your backyard. The backyard is your heart, is your mind. What do you think is responsible for all of this? What made the air conditioning? What made the paint to put on the wall or the camera? What made the chair you're sitting on? What made the cushions? Human beings. What were they motivated by? Where do the ideas come from? They come from the mind. So much incredible creativity going out into the world, into creating things. So much creativity is incredible. So much investment of time and hardship. Think about that. The Manhattan Project, when they were testing, I think, one of the first nuclear bombs, called the Manhattan Project. It was like back in the 40s or 50s, something like that. Yeah. Back in the days, it costs $200 billion to do that, to blow up a bomb. Blows my mind. Imagine the effort, the time, the energy that goes into that. If we would just only put that much energy into developing love, kindness, compassion, wisdom, insight, concentration, qualities that we all need for survival, not just some hippie fantasies, but real deal qualities that we all need as human beings. And yet, no, we kind of prefer to invest $200 billion in blowing up a bomb to scare away neighboring countries. This is just ridiculous. And on top of that, really nobody likes that. Yet we do that. But nobody likes it. Even the people who push the button, they don't really like doing that. They would rather be with their families, living in peace. But we're using our creativity. Think of your iPads, iPhones, computers. Think of these. The technology, just open the laptop and look inside. Where do they come from, these ideas? They come from an incredibly powerful mind. And if this mind would just once turn around and look at itself,